for a man with Mixwell's skill. Could be looking at 11-9 now, as he will be going to walk away and save. Envy make it work. They sell the fake like a dream. At OpTic were caught completely off guard, as it looks like Scream might be going on the hunt here, trying to see if he can find Mixwell running away to hide.
Very nice T-side play coming out from EnVyUs. That trickery gets them another round on the board. Extends their lead to now 2 rounds. XMS initially did take away Alu's rifle, but has now dropped it for an M4. So EnVyUs, unlike OpTic, don't want that double op play. I think we just saw Scream fall to the bomb as well. So a little loss of investment, but not going to be that big of a deal. They do have money, so we'll be able to reinvest.
He might have forgot how close he was.
Yeah, a little keen on that hunt. Does mean he will fall, but still, 2 rounds now over towards EnVyUs. OpTic will be forced to climb once more. We've seen them come back from much bigger deficits, but another deficit at that.
No, I'm not going to say Scream losing that AK is going to be that detrimental to him, but it will cost them money, right? So there is a rebuy that's going to come into effect. Everything plays a part, especially when the rounds are this close. OpTic this time around, though, Mixer with the saved AWP, everyone else just on pistols. This gives Envy a chance to build a bigger lead and maybe break the 2 rounds that they've only been able to get so far. RPK, oh, it's Magic's boy actually, sorry, spotted out there as RPK does the damage onto him.
XMS as well has bought a Mac 10 going in this round, knowing he's going to go up against economy members, gets a headshot already, putting some cash on the board.
Oh, XMS able to run round, Mac 10 in hand. He's backed up by Happy, and this is just an onslaught from the EnVyUs team. OpTic Gaming are falling. They are faltering. And Mixwell, again, will just go run away and save because he knows he needs to hold on to that AWP for the next round. It's going to be 12-9 to EnVyUs. They're getting ever so close to this. And could they close this out in a very convincing fashion?
Saving this AWP would be huge for OpTic. Not ideal money anyway, because of that loss bonus. Will only be getting 1,900 into the next round. So any extra rifles you can take in, especially when it's the most expensive one that you play with, would be huge. But Mixwell is being chased down. Scream removes him, is not able to take that AWP into the following round. There is enough money for Ali to pick one up of his own. Mixwell, if he wanted to, could also go for an AWP with nothing else.
Risky.
But he does not, yeah. He does take the utility, will get those extra grenades as well as the rifle. But 2 for masses will also be over on the OpTic game inside. Not an ideal buy.
Now, this is a lower buy for the OpTic side, but they've got to make it work. EnVyUs. They must feel like they're so close at this stage. They can smell it. They can feel it. But can they grab it? HS towards the electric box. Freiberg looking down Ivy. The smoke's down. EnVyUs looking to grab that control. Forcing Freiberg back down. He doesn't want to be pushed up and risk a position here. RPK working his way down towards B. EnVyUs keeping it split at the moment. As Magic's boy drops the smoke down as soon as he hears anything going on above him.
We see heavy Ivy presence once more coming out from EnVyUs. Freiberg is going to be the point man. He's going to have to stop this push. That incendiary grenade will force them back a little bit, start to question their decisions. I'm going to wait for that to go at least, and here comes utility. They are going to try and force their way through Ivy.
Yeah, they're going to push through Ivy, then Happy's going to pop out at main. Alu's attention's already to Ivy to back Freiberg up. Gets the first shot despite being blind. That's exactly the start they wanted there, but the rest of them will push in. RPK and Scream coming up with kills apiece. RPK continues to do the damage, but that spray down from Mixwell was beautiful, but it's just not enough. 2 versus 1, and all the pressure is now on Magisk. He's got to be able to make this work. Both players of EnVyUs are going to be looking for him as he works his way around. He did spot out one player there, continues to look around and find out where they might be hiding behind the trains, but this is so important. He doesn't have a kit to play with just yet.
Neither of the members were looking up, as you see Happy currently trying to find his surroundings, and RPK not looking either, but they are aware of his position now.
Oh, and they tag him down. Magisk unable to do anything with that. FAMAS tags him up to 14 health, but EnVyUs find the kill and they find the round. 13-9. And the money for OpTic It's looking dangerous. It's looking scary. Where do they go from here?
OpTic are going to have to forego a 14th round to EnVyUs. The money is not good enough to do anything with. Are going to have to take another eco on the chin. They could get some upgraded pistols if they wanted to forgo some utility, but instead, doing the smart choice, just not buying anything, making sure they play all for that round.
Now Freiburg. Only a USP in hand. He's going to struggle to deal with EnVyUs at Alley. It's not going to be easy as they have all the weaponry, all the utility to work with. We don't see anything crazy coming out from the OpTic guys though. Alley will fall on top of the train. Easy kill for Happy, but he does take some damage. Magisk in a good spot to give him a chance. He taps away, but RPK ends up being too strong. They are dinking him up though. Damage is being done. It's just not the kills going in favor of OpTic, as Mixwell will finally take him down. On XMS, actually, Mixwell continues to shine. He's found an opening. He's found the chance. Can he continue to push forward? They've got 1 AK to work with. They've taken down 2 players. Sixer finds the first. That's Mixwell dealt with. He hears the other USP. Sixer continuing to shine. Scream comes in with the final kill. The 14th round secured. OpTic Gaming now looking around at a very difficult situation. How do we make this happen? Where do we go from here?
OpTic Gaming are 2 round losses away from being knocked out of this minor and losing all chances of getting to that major qualifier in Atlanta to qualify for the Boston Major. We couldn't have seen it ending like this, James. How could we have known that EnVyUs were going to knock OpTic Gaming out, not in the grand finals, but before they could even get there? Space Soldiers with that upset over OpTic in the previous day has really thrown a spanner in the works, and now we see these 2 veteran lineups full of players we have seen. Of course, they are new lineups, but all these players you will have heard of before. And one group of them won't be going to that major qualifier.
And this is the problem. Both these teams were expected to go through. Both these teams mentally would have expected to go through. What happened at the beginning of that round for EnVyUs? What happened to their health?
There was some mistakes made, I believe, James.
Okay, that's not the start Envy wanted, but that gives OpTic a glimmer of hope even further. Damage being made across the board, and maybe they can just shake it off, but kind of an important game to do that in. Magic's going to be holding B once again. The rotation already coming round. They're not taking any risks here, as it seems that Scream was the one that did all the damage to everyone, as RPK will fall. Magic's in a good spot, hasn't been found just yet. Alu continuing to do the damage. He's back on point, AWP in hand. Second kill for him. Can he make it a third? As Scream has tagged pretty much everyone in his entire team up. And Mixwell finds the kill onto Scream. This is a very tilting situation. XMS now coming down. PopDog running around. Bomb in hand. 1 versus 5. They will surely not allow him to get the bomb down, as HS comes round to finish him off 14-10. And I don't think Scream will be making that mistake again.
OpTic must have been a little confused seeing those assists coming in from Scream after getting those frags.
There we go.
Here we go. We do get to see. He's just trying to throw it away, and he got it landed.
That's why you throw it backwards.
a little bit of a risk that didn't need to be made there. If that is the mistake that gives OpTic a way back into this game,
that's going to be the first.
That's going to be something
like
you have flashbacks to in later life. That's something you need to sit on a couch and talk about. Try and wipe it from your memory, and EnVyUs are going to try and do just that. Now going into this round, XMS will have to hold a CZ, even though Happy had 3,200 that he could have dropped an AK for. All right.
I'm just going to, you said flashbacks, and now I'm just thinking of Scream sat a psychiatrist saying, I lost us the game. That nade, it tilted us all. But 14-10, OpTic do have the 8 AWPs in their hands. They've got the utility, they've got the weaponry to play with. It's up to EnVyUs now to battle back. XMS on that CZ can still be dangerous, but he's going to have to rely on his teammates to push in and open it up for him. Alu has been so huge as he picks up the first kill here. XMS does go down. Alu is a real pain in the side of EnVyUs at the moment. Picking up kill after kill on the board. friberg spraying down here. They come towards Ali. He's going to now pinch it in and position, but he's still making it happen. He's still making it work. Mixwell's chiming in as well. Scream is all alone. He picks up one, but he won't find another as Mixwell shuts him out of it with the AWP in hand. 14-11. And OpTic, they've got a chance. They've got a way in. Where do Envy go from here?
A rough money situation as well for EnVyUs. They could be baited into the fact they could get some AKs along with armor, no head armor. So they're going to take a timeout, discuss what they want to do going into these rounds. Currently 14-11, so you do have some rounds in hand, but want to start trying to close it out now. Don't want to give OpTic any way back into this game. As you can see, the money over in the OpTic squad not in danger of being reset if they do lose one round. So EnVyUs is going to pull out some pistols and just wait for that round 27 until they start to mount a fight.
And this makes sense. This is the best decision they can make here. They've got a couple of rounds to buffer with. Don't force up heavily too much into it. Don't go for some of the crazy strats we saw before in the Asia minor where just buy up AKs even though you've got nothing to work with.
There is no summer on this team, unfortunately. No one you can just throw an AK to and let them get 5 kills.
It's not against OpTic.
Have to go with this eco.
Now the key thing here for Envy is to try and get into a site. Try and catch OpTic off guard. But Alu, he's been so strong in these last few rounds. He's top of the scoreboard for his team at the moment. Top of the server, 24 frags. Magic's waiting for it to come towards B. Drops the smoke down to give him the advantage if they rush down.
Push just being held off by EnVyUs, but they are going to be ready. Just lining up all these members before they burst out.
Not ideal for RPK. He tanks up the nade, living up to the name as Mixwell comes in with the first kill. They're starting to rush him down. Magic Boy able to do it, but he's only able to get one. Mixwell continues to put the hurt on. The bomb will be planted, which is good money for Envy. It's going to be a struggle to hold as all the nades are coming towards him. Scream gets killed. Happy replies. 3 more to find. He's got a CZ in his hands. More nades coming towards him. He's burning alive, and friberg picks up the kill. OpTic, take the round. Keep 3 alive. They've got the money to play with. And they're now at 14-12. This isn't over just yet. Envy's lead is starting to slip away, and we're back at that 2-round buffer.
Full buy will come in for EnVyUs thanks to that previous eco round. They will have everything they want, including an AWP for Sixer if he would like one. We see here a good retake by EnVyUs, or by OpTic rather. Gets him another one on the board, and ever closer to closing this lead. Sixer opting for an AK. It's going to be 5 AKs across the board, full utility. Going to see what execute they opt for this time. We've seen this early aggression over towards Ivy quite a lot from EnVyUs this time though. Not quite going as deep as they have previously.
Now Scream this time around. He's not struggling, but he's not been on fire like we've seen in the previous couple of games. First when they played against Ago, and the first map here against OpTic. This is do or die for OpTic. They must take train to take us to a 3rd map. Otherwise, EnVyUs go through and claim the final qualifying spot.
Coming to a close affair now. EnVyUs were looking set to run away with it. OpTic game have clawed their way back in, and HS with a key frag could get them another round on the board.
RPK though going all the way down PopDog alone. No one there to back him up, no one there to get a reply frag. Puts Envy at a disadvantage straight away, and these are rounds they can't afford to lose. These are mistakes they can't afford to make. As HS continues to dominate the PopDog area, using mollies and incendiary grenades to his advantage, buying himself some time. He just missed the player towards A main though, but Alu's on top of it. Close range as well. 2nd kill for him. This man has been absolutely destroying Envy every step of the way here on train. You give him an AWP, and it doesn't matter if it's close range or long distance, he's making it work. The final kill comes in from Mixwell, and this deadly duo, 2 very skilled players with that sniper, putting up all the work for the OpTic side.
This is where you start to get worried now. The money banking over towards OpTic Gaming's cash. You see it on the other side, EnVyUs. They do have enough money to get a buy, a bare bones buy at that. Wouldn't be ideal utility-wise. So going to take another timeout now. Discuss what is going to happen in this further round. OpTic Gaming just one round away from tying it up.
The pause comes in, and rightly so. EnVyUs were up 14-10. It was looking completely rounded up and over. They felt in control. But now they've started to slow down. OpTic are bouncing back. You can never count OpTic out either. We saw it yesterday when they were playing Space Soldiers on Mirage. The overtimes, the plays coming out from this team. And they've got individual playmakers in everyone on that lineup. This time around, Alu and Mixwell are stepping up, AWP in hands, really making it difficult. As Mixwell does miss the first shot, he gives EnVyUs a chance to fall in, but friberg's there, backing it up. friberg with the first kill. Alu's there to reply as well. How much more damage can RPK do? As Sixer finds the kill as well. This is a great chance for EnVyUs to come back into it. They'll be able to grab themselves a couple of weapons, but Magisk able to do the damage from PopDog. No one was looking towards him. The bomb still hasn't been planted. Sixer there, ready and waiting with it. Sixer and Happy got to do the damage. They don't have the weaponry to work with until Happy picks up that AK-47. Magisk fallen back to B. Mixwell AWP in hand, playing towards CT, hoping that Happy pushes down the other side. Looking for just a little inch or a pixel, and this is what he's going to get. He finds the head. An easy shot for Mixwell to make, and EnVyUs, their dreams being crushed single-handedly here by him.
Sixer will be able to get the bomb plant though if he wishes. Unbeknownst to him, the OpTic members are rather far away.
Oh, Sixer.
Instead, he's lurking, going to see if he can get any opening frags, try and get away into this round, but will fall to Magisk. Not that important that he does not get the bomb plant anyway. Of course, they do have that max loss bonus, so everyone's going to be able to get a full buy. That 800 extra isn't going to mean anything going into the 29th. But now, OpTic Gaming have tied it up 14-14. Fighting for match point.
A tough situation for Envy to be in. Sixer with the AWP in hand. He's got to be able to battle back against Mixwell and Alu, who have been shutting down EnVyUs so far. friberg back on Ivy. Not going to push further forward this time around. Going to play defensively. The Scream is tagged up, down to 53 health. Oh, HS spraying him down. He can't see anything. He's completely blind. Still manages to get the first kill. As Mixwell can't take down RPK. RPK has been the entry man here today on Train. He's making it work. He's making it rain. He's making the magic happen. XMS looks to gain some coverage from either side. RPK running around, spraying down Alu. Puts it into a 3 versus 2. The bomb's looking to be planted. Magisk Boy in a position to do some serious damage here. He's been spotted out. The bomb gets planted. XMS finds the kill. This could be the 15th round made. friberg hasn't spotted him. XMS from behind finds the kill. And the 15th round as we hear EnVyUs scream and shout. And the server dies in the explosion of absolute chaos.
RPK single-handedly weaving his way onto the site. Currently the top performer in this game. 28 frags. Looking like the RPK of old, someone we've seen play so well in older iterations of CS as well as in CSGO. Stepping up for his squad when necessary. Match point Envy. And this is OpTic's last chance now. If they lose this round, they will be knocked out of this minor.
Everywhere OpTic looked, everywhere OpTic turned, RPK was there, AK in hand, wrecking them. Popping their heads. RPK now looking towards the B site. Still a double AWP setup being played here for OpTic. Still a strong buy coming in. RPK looking to try and do some damage here coming through the back of B. His teammates aren't quite with him just yet. He's looking to just be finding information for his team here. If he can get this round, they're going through 2-0. They're grabbing that qualifying spot. If they don't, then we're going to overtime, and OpTic Gaming have to make it happen once again. All the pressure is on them.
A good adjustment coming out of OpTic, though. Usually we see Magic's left alone onto B, but this time Mixwell has just rotated from connector to give him some support. He does have that AWP in hand. It's going to be vital to stop this B push.
Mixwell completely blind, doesn't take the shot. RPK finds the kill. Scream burns Magic alive. He's only able to get one kill. The bomb's going to be planted. Could this be it here for OpTic Gaming? There's only Freiberg and Alu left alive. Freiberg, he's calling it out. He's looking for backup. He needs Alu to come up huge. He can't get the first kill. RPK is an absolute machine. He's just coming in with a triple, destroying them. Everything they're trying here is falling apart. It's all up to Alu to try and clutch this out. He throws down the grenade. He's looking for someone to get close range. It's all being sprayed down. He's trying to avoid the bullets, but RPK comes in with the quad to close out that round. The star performance from RPK secures EnVyUs train and makes sure they qualify now for the major qualifier, and they go through to the grand finals to face up against Space Soldiers.
RPK gets 32 kills in that game to take EnVyUs to that grand final. They will secure that second spot out with the minor, but OpTic Gaming, knocked out at the final hurdle, will not be attending that major qualifier.
What a performance from EnVyUs. They came, they saw, they conquered on Inferno, and it was convincing. We came over to train. They had a massive lead. It looked like they'd be doing it again. OpTic battled back with everything they had, but it just wasn't enough. EnVyUs, they prevailed. RPK, just them last 2 rounds. What was that for? That was 7 frags in the last 2 rounds there. Entries, opening up the sights, being the key man that his team needed. And now that means we've seen Happy pop off. We've seen Scream pop off.